Hey guys, it's John. Welcome back to KC Farms. I was gonna say good morning, but it's good evening here. But when you see this video, it's gonna be good morning. So good morning. Welcome back to the channel. We are just doing our evening check, and this is some of our favorite times of the day. We've been working hard all day, and it's been crazy. You're feeding and watering and checking waters and making sure everybody's good, and then they're wanting to eat, and you got the hustle and bustle of the day. And it's hot, and then evening time it cools down a little bit, it's quiet, it's beautiful, and we just kind of get to relax and enjoy the evenings. So we're running down here to check out these chickens. Some of them have been sleeping in the nest box, and that is because I have not been putting the bar up, so that's partially my fault. But when they sleep in there, they poop in there, and when they poop in there, you get dirty eggs. So down here with the sex-linked chickens, they're not quite ready to go up, and that is fine. We have not been closing up the doors because that way I don't have to get up at 4:35 in the morning to let them out. When they're ready, they can get out. We haven't had predator issues, so we are good on that front. So here comes the crew coming to check out. I'm going down just to make sure we don't have any eggs that have been laid later in the day. It's one of our evening chores that we check. And nothing in here and no hens, so that is a good sign. Obviously, they're not going up yet. What are y'all doing? It's a little light for them to go up. They'll probably be going up here in about 45 minutes. They'll start heading up and roosting. There's a late layer. It looks like we got a broody chicken here with another egg under her, so I'm gonna kick her out. Get out of here. And when we come and check again, we'll shut the bar up so they can't get in. We're gonna put that egg in my pocket and hope that we do not get scrambled eggs. Those of you that collect eggs and put them in your pocket, you guys know the risk that we run with fresh pocket eggs. So there's the egg layers. Like I said, we're not closing them up at night because we want them to get out when they want to get out, and that way we don't have to get up super early every day. So we're gonna head over and check out the meat chickens just to make sure they're not crowding each other this evening. So today I was working on mowing the lawn. Mother-in-law came over and helped. It's been an all-day chore, and the thing is, once you get it mowed, you've still got all the edging to do to make it look complete. But here's the 7-week-old. Like to make sure they've got water, and they do. They'll be 7 weeks next week, and we will start processing some of these birds. We don't ever have to worry about them crowding up on each other because they're old enough that they're not trying to huddle up so much, especially when it's this warm out. We've got 4-week-old birds. They might be 5 actually. I think they're 5. They'll be 5 next week. And these ones are looking just fine as well. It's really the young ones you need to worry about crowding up on top of each other. So every night we come over to the brooder just to make sure nobody's huddling up, and that is why they say that you should have rounded corners. We have square corners, as you can see, but if your brooder is warm enough, we don't really worry about them crowding up on each other. But every night we come in, grab the waters, make sure they have fresh water. Even when the waters have water in them, we still change them out a couple times a day, just because in the brooder it is upwards of 90 degrees and that water can get warm and stagnant. And we have not had many losses in the brooder this year, and I think part of that is because we constantly have fresh, cool water in there. All right, chicks are good for the night. Let's go check everyone else out. So we head back down the meadow, just checking out our meat pen back here. And pretty much all of our animals sleep outside this time of year. That's something as first-time farmers that you have to get used to, because you feel like, oh my goodness, all my animals, hey piggies, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, you guys getting ready for bed, huh? As first-time farmers, that's something you need to get used to. You think, okay, every single animal needs a shelter. Well, they've got shelters in here, but in the summertime, and even sometimes in the winter, when it's not freezing cold or freezing rain, your animals are gonna sleep outside. So as humans, we think, oh my goodness, they have to have something to go into. No, they don't. Mostly they like to be outside. So that was something early on that we learned. We thought there had to be a shelter. Obviously, if you've got young animals that can't deal with cold or rain or whatever, yeah, of course you need a shelter. But for the most part, they don't need to be in a shelter, especially in the summertime. They don't want to be in a shelter, it's too warm. So this is the project as we come around that we are going to be working on tomorrow morning. We're gonna bring you along, Henry and to Luis. Hey Henry, how you doing? Just munching on some grass before bedtime. Hey to Luis, got some flies on your ear. How you doing? They're having a little snack right now, but tomorrow when we wake up, we're gonna bring you along. They're right here in this side of the barn. We are moving next door. It is time to move, and everybody right here on this side all along is going to be moving. So tonight we have not been shutting up the young pullets either. Same reason, we want them to get out. We have seen a hawk around. We get questions all the time, don't the hawks get your chickens? Well, fortunately not really. We've lost 4 in the 7 years we've been here. I think that's pretty good numbers. This fence is on, so that keeps any ground predators out. Obviously these are not electrified, but the pullets are doing good. We're gonna come back out here once they go up, because tomorrow I need to lock them up because they are getting moved. I don't want them to come out early. Obviously in the mornings or when we move these birds, I want them in the houses so I can pull those houses to the next spot. And we've finally got them in a spot where it's easy to move, because we are just gonna move right next door. And that reason is because Leonard and Delilah are gonna be moving down a space as well. So we got all this mowed back here. It's ready to move. You can see all the grass. I haven't been keeping up on it because we don't have time. So Leonard and Delilah are gonna be moving down, and then I'm gonna mow their spot down. We're gonna take the chickens and we're gonna move them down to where Leonard and Delilah were. The chickens are gonna help break down that manure and all that good stuff that comes with moving your animals and regenerative agriculture, where chickens follow animals around, break down manure, break down the fly cycle, and all that good stuff that comes with. There's a hawk right there. Do you guys see that? You probably can't see it along the trees. I wish I could zoom in a little bit. So we have been seeing a hawk. I'm trying to see what tree he lands in. Yeah, sorry. Got enamored by the hawk, just how quiet they move. But he is chilling out in that tree up there. We've heard him screaming, and we come out and we hear the chickens. We see the chickens run underneath the trampoline, run underneath their housing. So we do have hawks around, but so far we've been lucky enough that they have not got any of the birds. So they do run under the houses. In this spot, they're under the trees and under the trampoline. And in this spot over here, I'm gonna have to put up a shade cloth or something just to give them another place to go under. And actually, I'm probably gonna put them around. This is our old goat shelter, turkey shelter, any kind of animal shelter. I'm probably gonna put them around behind this so they can go in behind that. They can go in that shelter if they need to. Hopefully help clean up some weeds around here. They've got all the trees to go under. So they'll have some spots, but I'm gonna give them a shade cloth and some other things so they don't have to constantly, they're gonna be on the alert, but they have places to go to get away from the hawks. So anyway, we're gonna bring you along, but we're gonna make one more stop. We're gonna check out some piglets, see what they're doing this evening. I know, Phil, I see you looking at us way back here. I can't just forget about you. You gotta say hi to everybody, don't you? There's your Phil update. It's not just the adults that like to sleep outside. Looks like it's the piglets too. They hear me talking now, and I see ears perking up. Y'all getting ready for bed? Oh, you're running in the house, huh? Hi, pigs. Hi, pigs. We are getting ready for the mass exodus of piglets. It's the time of year where we're gonna join them all together and get them out of this farrowing barn. So it is close to time that we'll be taking all of this down, cleaning it up, and the piglets will be on the move to their new spot. And they're all gonna be in the same pen together. That is always a fun time to have piles and piles of piglets all together in one spot. It's not a good time for your shoelaces because they like to mess up your shoelaces, but it's an enjoyable time if you just want to hang out with a bunch of pigs. Maybe we need to open the farm up for some piglet therapy, and you can come out and pet the pigs. Here's Willow's last two. How are you doing? You got some grass? You don't want me to take that, huh? Two Willow's females left. As we come around, here's the Oreos hanging out. And you can see there's not many pigs that go inside at night. It is down in the 70s, mid 70s, and it's just a beautiful time. That sun's down, they're relaxing and enjoying this cool weather. So why would you go inside? Hey, you floppy-eared pig. Good evening, good evening. Joyce's pigs, they're getting big. I know they probably look bigger on camera than they really are, but for coonies, you guys are getting pretty big, aren't you? Yeah, yeah. And then there's Willowbean. She will be moving over with the sows shortly. How are you doing? You're good looking group here too. Hey Willowbean, I see you dyed your hair still. It's looking good. Looking good. Ooh. So there's our evening check. And you know what we need to do? I was gonna do this in the morning, but I wanna make my life easier and do it tonight. Let's get Leonard and Delilah moved so we don't have to do that in the morning. We've talked about wanting to be an encouragement to you guys and not just something, we want you to enjoy the channel obviously, but we always wanna encourage you guys as well. And today's encouragement, I guess, I was reading in the book of Matthew, and it's talking about don't worry about tomorrow because the stresses of today are enough. So I just want to encourage you guys about that. I deal with that a lot on the farm now that we've got so many things going on. I feel like I can't even get anything done, especially on books. I just feel like I fall so far behind on all the projects, and I start stressing about things that I can't control. And I think that verse just really hit home with me this week, that today's stresses are plenty. So let's not worry about tomorrow. That doesn't mean be lazy and just put things off, but don't stress about things you can't control and just worry about the things you've got going on today, because that is plenty. So I hope that's encouraging to you. Hope you can apply it to your life somehow. And there's your word of encouragement for today. Oh my goodness. Believe it or not, I've still got the eggs in my pocket for moving pigs, mowing fences, and moving pigs, moving fences, and mowing lawn. They made it through the move. We'll see you in the morning. All right, now I can say good morning and welcome back to KC Farms. We have got the birds moved. It took them a minute to figure out where they're at, where their food is. But we've got a spot back here they can get up under these trees, and we are still gonna put up a shade cloth in the middle here just because we saw that hawk the other day and I want them to have something that they can run and dive under to get away if they need to. So got everybody moved. Like I said, we left this open. Hopefully they'll weed that a little bit for me. They can go in there if they want to. They can go behind it. They've got the shade. And obviously early in the morning, the sun is hitting everything right now, but it's almost 70, I guess. So it's not too bad to have a little bit of sun this morning. These chickens are gonna go through, hopefully kick up some of this grass, some of this pig manure where Leonard and Delilah just were. And you can see they're sitting here staring at me, wondering what is taking so long to get breakfast. But we've got the chickens moved. The best part probably, the hose reaches the pigs, the hose reaches the chickens. I don't have to 5-gallon bucket the chicken water anymore. I just need to make sure I turn off the fence so I don't get shocked as I reach over to clean it up. So chickens are moved. That was their first move. Their first spot was over there. This was the first time that they were moved to a new spot. So it went quite well. We've got a couple over there still trying to figure out what is going on, but what a beautiful sight this morning. Beautiful flock of chickens. We probably got 3.5 weeks until we can positively start looking for some eggs, and that is always an exciting time when you get your chickens. A lot of people get them from Tractor Supply and expect that they're gonna have eggs very shortly. Well, it's not very shortly, and it's not that cheap either. So always an exciting time. Doesn't matter if it's your first time raising chickens or your 17th time raising chickens. Once your new hens decide to start laying, it is always a fun time, and that is what we are looking forward to shortly here. Less than a month, I bet you we'll start seeing some eggs. So we'll follow along with that. Best part is seeing these chickens scratch and peck in this new area, get anything they can. Someone just gave a warning sign and they are off to the safety underneath their coops. So we've got a lot of feeding to do this morning. Everyone's staring at me wondering what we're doing, because I know we've seen the cart 30 minutes ago. How come there's no feed in our bowls? So we're gonna get to feeding. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Don't forget to make the change, and we'll see you on the next video.